Kasia Pietras. Kasia, thanks for being here.
Thanks.
So, what made you want to come out to the Portland Boulder Rally this weekend? Is it your first time to Portland, or?
Well, it's my first time to the competition. I've been out to Portland a couple times.
For nationals?
Yeah, for nationals when I was younger. And
becoming a trend among some of our competitors today?
Yeah, I really want to be able to come back here for a longer trip so I could go back to Smith again and do some rope climbing there. So.
Sure. So what made you want to come out to this comp in particular?
I just heard good things about it from people that have done it in the past, so I decided to come out and try it out.
Have you been inside the gym yet?
I just did a little run through.
What's your first impression?
It's nicely, I guess, laid out. It's really open, so I feel like even if there's a lot of people, it'll be pretty not as crowded as most comps are.
Sure. And you're a pretty seasoned competitor. What's your strategy for qualifiers?
Just to go out there and have fun and just climb.
Just do the best you can.
Yeah. Not put too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah. And how do you feel like you put much pressure on yourself normally?
In the past, I definitely have, but I took some time off from competing, just about a year or so, and I kind of went to the whole route setting. And I set out a couple comps, and then the last comp I did was actually the Munich World Cup.
Yeah.
And
how was that?
It was really fun. I really surprised myself on how I did, and I was able to just kind of have fun and not worry about how I did on boulders, and it made it a lot better in overall.
So comparing a World Cup to this comp, kind of what do you have a different approach to this event?
Well, I guess this event, since it has the red point format for qualifiers, it definitely has a different approach to it. You just have to pace yourself and not get too tired, and just kind of hopefully get the top 5 that everybody else does.
Yeah. And so there's a youth comp going on today too. I know you used to be a youth competitor for a long time and a youth coach when you lived in Tennessee. I used to be a youth coach as well. Do you feel like you get more nervous when you are competing or when your kids are competing?
I get so much more nervous when I watch my kids compete. I remember at divisionals last year, by the end of the day I was so tired just from all my nerves the whole day that it's a lot more nerve-wracking seeing the kids that you have been coaching
try and perform out there.
Yeah.
And how important are these youth comps? I know you've done probably more than you could ever count. Just how important are they to the local community and just the climbing community as a whole?
I think they just kind of help the whole community out, and it just gives the kids more experience, and it gives them different gyms to compete at. So, and I think that's a big thing when it comes to moving on to regionals and divisionals, and after that nationals.
Yeah. So after the Portland Boulder Rally, what's next for you? Any plans?
I think me and Jimmy are just gonna stick around Colorado for a little bit. Might go to Joe's at the end of the month for a little while. But besides that, just kind of trying to train and get in better shape.
All right, and you're here with Organic Bouldering Mats today. Talk a little bit about working with Josh and Organic.
He's a great guy. I've been with him for countless years. I don't even know how long, and it's just really awesome to see him create Organic into what it is now, considering it's just him and his wife and maybe a couple other people. And it's just really nice to see how far he's come over the years with his product. Yeah, that's great. All right, well, Kasia, thanks for taking some time out to talk with us today, and best of luck during qualifiers.
Thanks, Kasia.